Hello, everyone. It's time to queue up the Blue Oyster Cult because we're watching Godzilla, even though it doesn't actually show up in the movie. And neither does Godzilla, apparently, in the 1998 version. This is Box Office Shuffle. I'm one of your hosts, Thomas, a.k.a. Mr. Warburg. Joining me for this physical media podcast are my friends, I should say, not is, are my friends, Chris, a.k.a. Gamma Karuchner.
Let them fight. That's a different one, but it's better.
That is true. And the actual resident Godzilla fan amongst us, at least the most Godzilla fan, would be one Joe, a.k.a. Joe.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
I might You kept getting cut off there because you're starting so quiet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm hoping
Well,
your
Tommy
audio
says it in the bed.
your audio might
I
have
got
picked
picked
that up.
up.
The Discord audio was
Yeah.
cutting you off. Discord's got a
Discord's
weird
probably
noise gate. But hey, everyone who's tuned in. This is a physical media podcast, like I mentioned, where the three of us bring our physical collections together in a variety of ways. Me and Chris have the more traditional, they're on the wall, we pull them off and enjoy them, and also it's part of like a visual collection. Joe is more of a rip them for a digital collection guy. He has a Jellyfin server, not Plex, because Plex keeps fucking with their users. The news lately has been crazy on that. What are they up to, $725 for the pass? It used to be 70.
Used to be 70, yes.
Absolutely wild.
It's ridiculous.
And they're pushing massive social features for the update. So, like, people just want to watch their own shit.
It's so bad.
It drives me nuts, but hey, that's the world of physical media for you. It's a hellscape, and everybody's quitting making them.
Sad face.
But anyway, we're going to go back to the halcyon days of physical media. We're going back to 1998 for Roland Emmerich's Godzilla, a.k.a. Zilla, a.k.a. Godzilla in name only, according to a lot of Toho fans. So, who has seen this movie before? Have we all watched this before?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it's anyone's first time watching.
No, it has definitely been probably since... I know as a kid, we rented the VHS a bunch. Because I remember you used to be able to rent from Casey's General Stores, and they had the blue cases.
Holy shit.
And
What?
the blue
I was not
VHS,
aware of
like
that.
snap cases that would enclose the VHS.
Oh.
And I
okay.
remember watching this a bunch. I don't think we owned the movie, though. I never had the DVD, so...
It's my buddy's DVD. But I have the VHS, but it was too damaged. Like the case and everything was just all messed up because it's like the green case with like a nice feeling on the outside of it. But as a kid, I watched the fuck out of this. I thought it was the greatest Godzilla. And then I discovered actual Godzilla. I was like, this is cheesier, but somehow better, and he's fighting big monsters. Let's go.
Yeah, he's not getting blown up by missiles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 16 years later, we'd get Godzilla, heavy on the God part, with the Legendary Pictures Godzillas. That would come out of them. What do they call that universe? The Monarch? We'll say the Monarch films, maybe?
Monarch?
Because it also has a
I'd
show
say
with
so,
Kurt
yeah.
Russell, which I've never watched, but I hear is good.
Okay.
Apple TV does weird shit. Like, just
Yeah, they do.
absolutely weird, awesome, cool stuff that nobody watches. It's wild.
Just sad.
All right, so some facts and figures before Joey gives us the back of the box. Unless, Joey, you want to start that now after you take a swig of water. Because he almost died right before we were going to record.
It's true.
I'm about to do the intro, and he's just red-faced, coughing into a muted microphone. I was going to make a Blue Oyster Cult Don't Fear the Reaper joke, not Godzilla the song joke. It was bad. Oh, Joey's coughing. We'll wait. We'll wait for him to not die. Jeez, Joe, you all right? I'm sorry, I'm not trying not to laugh. That looks extreme.
No, you're good. God damn. Death is chasing me.
It's the that's what watching this version of Godzilla does to a man.
No, it was a hell of a cough. That just a back and throat tickle. All right, I think I'll start off with the synopsis or whatever the back of the box is.
Say the blurb.
The blurb. All right. So French nuclear tests irradiated an iguana into a giant monster that viciously attacks freighter ships in the Pacific Ocean. It did it once. A team of experts included Nico Teopoulos concluded that the oversized reptile is the culprit. Whoa. Before long, the giant lizard is loose in Manhattan as the U.S. military races to destroy the monster before it reproduces and its spawn take over the world.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, but the U.S. military kind of was really bad.
Dude,
at what
the
they
U.S.
did.
military is so inept in this movie.
They're so bad. Like, I don't think we ever saw like an Abram fire, and it was like, you guys brought him in. We're just
What
whatever.
island did they say? What island did they say this was?
Oh,
Manhattan,
is
wasn't
it
it?
No. Where it spawned, the iguana.
Oh, it was like
Petra?
They said French Polynesia. I think. Joe, you want to Google that for me?
yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
in like the dead middle of the South Pacific Ocean, on the opposite side of South America from New York.
I want to say
So it went from the Pacific to New York. What the fuck?
Yeah, or were they saying like French New Guinea?
French nuclear test irradiated an iguana.
Let's Google this. Where
Yeah.
was Godzilla made in 1998? Well, Google, what are you doing? Stupid AI bullshit.
Google being Google.
Mm-hmm.
That's of nuclear testing in the South
Pacific-
Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, so let's
French
over
Polynesia.
6,000. Yes, that's what I thought they said.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Because there's a bunch of like small little atoll islands there that were real life used for
Yeah.
nuclear testing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Atoll Moraro, which was Moraro.
You think he used the
Atoll.
Panama Canal?
I mean, yeah, this is. You'd think there would have been any other city, but anyway,
think
we'll get
there's
into
so many-
it
I
after I
mean,
get through the facts and figures. I just remember going, yeah, I was gonna do the distance. It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
What the
that's
fuck?
insane. Anyway,
Anyway, we'll talk about the shortcomings of this movie later.
Of
Let's
which
talk about the
of
numbers.
which there are many. The director, as I mentioned in the intro, is Roland Emmerich, the master of disaster filmmaking, of doing things like one of my favorite sci-fi franchises, Stargate. He directed that one. Independence Day, another 90s stalwart classic. The
Wow.
Patriot, 2012. And most recent, let's say throwback, Moonfall from 2022.
Moonfall.
Yeah, the one where
What
the
is that
moon
movie?
crashes into Earth, and somehow not everybody dies
Oh, gotcha.
because the
never
moon
watched that.
is an ancient alien structure.
It's Destiny.
Oh, cool.
That
I
wizard
guess.
came from the moon.
Uh,
Somehow he says with better inflection than Oscar-winning Peter Dinklage. The story. The story was by Roland himself, as well as the screenplay. Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin. They're an iconic film production, duo. At least from earlier in the '90s, they worked a lot together. Less so of late, with in terms of the writing duo on screenplays. The story is from a really prolific writing duo. They wrote such classics, which is Ted Elliott and Terry Rassant, I think, as Aladdin, The Mask of Zorro, Small Soldiers, Shrek, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a whole bunch of absolute stone-cold classics.
Holy shit.
Oh.
They wrote the script for this one. But they weren't the first, which we'll
Okay.
get into in a little bit, because the production behind
Holy
the scenes
fuck.
on this one is famously weird. Of course, it also starred Matthew Broderick, Jean, I think it's Jean, I think you say it more because he's French, Jean Reno, Kevin Dunn, Harry Shearer, which I don't remember him in the movie much, Maria Patillo, Hank Azaria, and Michael Lerner. He plays the mayor. Box office was about 380 million, give or take. There's a bunch of home media sales, so it definitely made its money back. And a budget of about 150 million as the version we saw. There was, however, a version we didn't see that never got made, and TriStar was like, "Fuck no, we're not paying for that," and it would have been a lot more expensive than this.
Dang.
Yeah, so this is a film from TriStar. It was originally they went to get the rights into Japan. They were like, hey, we want to make a Hollywood Godzilla film. They were secured in 1992, but only because producer Henry Saperstein really wanted to make this film, and he pitched to TriStar. TriStar said no, so he went over the head of TriStar to Sony, who owned or maybe still do own TriStar. I don't know the studio. It's been a lot of change, but he went to the CEO and had dinner with him and was like, hey, this is my pitch. I want to do an American Godzilla. And the Sony Picture Studio was like, CEO was like, yes, absolutely. Fire-breathing monster? Iconic brand? Let's make a franchise out of this in America. And he told TriStar, you're going to fucking make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was in '92. It took a few months to acquire the rights, and then I can't remember. I got to go back to my production. I have a whole list of stuff here on the development side. Yeah, it was Henry Saperstein. He's the co-producer, and he had distributed past Godzilla films that came overseas. He was one of the people that helped distribute those films, so he had a good working relationship with the people at Toho. Let me see. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't ever watch Godzilla media much, so I don't know if they say it like Toho or something.
No, Toho would. I think Toho's correct. Follows the vowel pronunciation
Yeah.
of Japanese.
Mm-hmm. And initially Godzilla fans were like, cool, including people that worked on those Japanese Godzilla films were like, sweet, let's see what America's got. Like, some great competition might, help out what we're making here, spur us into new ideas and new directions. And jumping forward a little bit, meta-wise, it's claimed that this film's negative reception, let's say, hurt Godzilla brand to the point where it like decimated sales for a while. However, that was one of the reasons the Japanese people were like involved in production were excited about an American infusion of ideas and, hopefully new fandom, because it was already starting to dip a bit culturally over there.
Okay.
So it was maybe more of a almost final nail in the coffin until now the modern resurgence of Godzilla with obviously the newer films over here, as well as Godzilla -1, which was fucking awesome.
That's so good.
So damn good. And I can't wait for the sequel this fall. Oh my god, I'm buying IMAX tickets the second they come out. So this film, they initially brought on, I think he was a French director, Jan de Bont? No, he's Dutch, excuse me. That's obviously Dutch, not French. He worked as a cinematographer for Die Hard, The Hunt for Red October, Basic Instinct, and The Third Lethal Weapon, as well as I think he directed Speed. Yeah, he did Speed. This is our second. He would have been our second director if he did that. And then he also did Twister in '96, which was actually a project he would do after this. I think he went to Speed after his version of this film couldn't be made. So a pretty prolific director to bring on to a project for a Godzilla film. But his ideas were absolutely batshit insane. Like, to the point where I cannot believe Toho knew what he wanted to do when they were like, yes, here's the rights to make a Godzilla film in America. You guys want to take a guess what he was going to do? Joey, do you know anything about the backdrop, about what the original plan was?
I know nothing about this. Was it like they're going to nuke Manhattan, or...
I don't even know if it had anything to do with Manhattan.
For real?
It was supposed to be an all-digital film, but look live action.
Oh. Okay.
So that was going to be an incredibly expensive thing, which was like the biggest balking point for TriStar, not even the story. He wanted to completely get away from Godzilla's nuclear origin. Completely replace that origin. Instead, he would be an artificial creation as like a biological weapon by ancient Atlanteans.
That's right.
And then he would be revived like Captain America out of the ice caps, to defend humanity against a shape-shifting alien called the Griffin.
That's a weird take. Oh my god.
Yeah. And the original budget pitch for him was like 100 to 120 million. TriStar was like, hell no, because reportedly, and probably in real life, in terms of how we all know how production goes, would have been a hell of a lot more expensive than that. Doing all digital effects, all those water effects he wanted to do, absolute lunacy back then. Even it's crazy now with all the crazy water effects. Like, but doing it in the 90s, nuts. Unless you're fucking James Cameron doing, was it The Abyss? Yeah, I think that was him. Like, nuts. Absolutely crazy. And then he would later leave after not getting the funding to go do Twister. And then I think he also did the second Speed, too. Maybe he did Speed right before he came out for this. Yeah, because that was 94. This would have been in production in 94. So yeah, he did Speed while they were, and then the prep started on this.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Tim Burton was also apparently in talks to direct at some point, coming in to rescue the project, but that very quickly fell through. That would have been a weird pivot, going from
would have been
that to Tim Burton.
Yeah, I
That-
can imagine what this would look like.
Absolutely wild. In 93, Elliot and Rousseau came in. They were working on DeBont's like original screenplay, but as soon as he left, they went completely like, we're just gonna go back to the original Godzilla. We're gonna do the nuclear stuff. He's gonna be a giant lizard. Not gonna do any Atlantean shit. It's gonna be human versus monster. Like, at least in the realm of possibly a Godzilla movie as a story.
Mm-hmm.
But Emmerich less so. I think I should have highlighted these before I pulled away from the website. State of the filmmakers approaching. Yeah, Emmerich and Devlin thought it was a dopey idea doing a Godzilla movie. Like they were coming into the project thinking it was dopey.
What?
Which is not a great
That's
place
a
to
great
start.
way to.
It's
Yeah, it's
one of
like
the
a
most
great way to
iconic
do it.
brands in cinema history.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the shit?
To be given a property that's not even like your country of origins property is like beloved by a different country and say, well, I don't want to do this, but I guess I'll get paid for it, so
Yeah.
let's do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's just kind of
Bills are due, I guess. Ugh.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, here's the quote. This is from Emmerich. I didn't want to make the original Godzilla, which is fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
I wanted nothing to do with it. Okay, a little less fine. Back to the
Kinda
quote.
extreme.
I wanted to make my own. When we took the part of the original movie's basic storyline in that the creature becomes created by radiation and it becomes a big challenge. But that's all we took. Then we asked ourselves, what would we do today with a monster movie and a story like that? We forgot everything about the original Godzilla right there.
That's a great way to take on a
Yes.
property that's not
Yeah.
yours.
A huge IP, and then just be like, eh.
Yeah. And that right there is where I will leave like production background and quotes and stuff just to go back to. As a standalone film, if you did not know Godzilla in the slightest and change the name, change it, pick a monster name. Do you think the
Monster One.
movie's okay? Does that improve it? Does it hurt it?
It makes it more acceptable as a movie, I would say.
Yes.
But I
Yeah.
still think that it's a lower end like monster movie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give it like any high praises, but it's like, oh, it's a monster movie. I'm not gonna be like bragging about it. Young Joey
Right.
loved this movie, but as I grew up and found other Godzillas, I'm like, oh, I wasn't raised with Godzilla.
Right.
And no, no. I don't think it changes much for me. If it just said like Cloverfield or something, even though it's not Cloverfield, but yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Oh yeah, Cloverfield would be a vastly superior monster movie set in New York.
Mhm.
Vastly.
Yeah.
So the creature design was done by Patrick Tatopoulos, same last name as our lead, and his original drawings were fantastic. He was given hey, create this creature that eventually would be based on like reptilian sea creatures that could come on land, and like they wanted him to move, like look like he could move very, very quickly, which has a monster design separate from the Godzilla name. It's functional, it works, and like it plays well in the setting that they were going for, which was between the buildings and like
Yeah.
the shots for the cinematography and the VFX. Like works quite well for that. But outside of the actual put it in a Godzilla movie, you see why it's not called in Godzilla fandom circles. No, this creature ain't called Godzilla.
No.
Yeah.
Even if I think officially it's Zilla, like apostrophe
Zilla?
capital Z Zilla
Oh, okay.
in Toho media. So it exists in the canon, but it's not Godzilla.
It's a Zilla. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the way that I see this, like this might be a fun monster movie, but it's not a Godzilla movie because the design of Godzilla and like the story of Godzilla in this is just not Godzilla. To me, it's the same way as The Last Jedi. You could argue is a good movie, but it's not a good Star Wars movie. it breaks the canon and the mythos of Star Wars and the characters we know. We could go. I've streamed and gone on 2.5 hour rants about why The Last Jedi is not a good Star Wars movie, but could be considered a good movie. I don't need to get into it right now because I don't think our listeners want to hear me piss all over that right now. But I think that principle is applied here to this Godzilla, at least in the design of him. We were talking about this a little bit like after the movie and before we started recording, but I would kind of feel like this design of Godzilla is because of 4 years earlier, the biggest movie at the time was Jurassic Park. And people loved the raptors. They loved the T-Rex. Give them more of that. Like, that's what was probably going through people's minds at the time. I think that the design of Godzilla in this movie is super cool if it's not Godzilla. But because they said it was Godzilla, it is not cool. They did it wrong. And I personally think that what they did... You guys know the meme Giga Chad? Where it's that dude with the massive jaw? And, like, that's what this Godzilla looks like. Because this Godzilla has a massive jaw and chin. He's just...
Very
like,
square-jawed.
This is Godzilla, but looks maxing.
Yeah, just that image that I posted in the Discord, but on Godzilla's body. That's what happened. That's what they did. It wasn't good. And also, I only realized this time, I've seen this movie a bunch. I watched it on TV. I never watched it like VHS or DVD. I always watched it on like TBS or TNT or whatever. Whenever it was on TV, because it was a chill movie to watch that I didn't have to think about. I had no idea that it was supposed to be the iguana that was in the beginning credits that was getting radiated and whatever. I was like, oh, okay. I guess. Yeah, because the earthworms, I guess, grew 15%. I guess this one gets to grow, what, 470,000% or something like that?
Yeah, despite the fact that, like, Chernobyl was significantly more powerful than
right,
than the atom bomb.
Like, you could make like the argument that they did multiple times
At least I think
testing.
that was the yeah.
Well,
But even then, like,
because like the islands were supposed to be like where the nuclear test site or nuclear tests were happening at sea. So assuming they're trying to get at like, oh, there was a shit ton of radiation, but Chernobyl way more than the nukes did.
Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons I like the newer movies is their background with Monarch and like these ancient creatures, and like they are just from the world when the world just was more irradiated.
Yeah.
And that's why they're that fucking huge. Though it gets weird with the King of the Monsters where it's like, oh hey, there was this ancient human civilization that Godzilla was their god. Cool. Yeah, that's weird. That we don't ever want to touch about that again. But okay.
Nope.
And he goes to their temple underwater to heal with radiation. Okay. It was very weird.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Hollow Earth stuff. It gets a little. Yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much.
Oh god.
And that's before they do the Godzilla versus Kong movie. But yeah, I will say it's not the worst movie we've watched on this channel.
No.
What would you say the worst movie we watched on this channel?
I would say it's Kingpin.
Oh, Kingpin? Well, that's a great segue into our Kingpin segment.
What is the connection to Kingpin?
There were a few.
So curious. Oh, okay.
But the most recent one that I could find, there was like one that was like everybody played themselves, so it must have been like a documentary kind of thing. I didn't want to take that one. But I have one that has Bill Murray and one of the people in here.
What's the movie? Give us the movie, and we'll see if we can guess the actor.
The movie is called Cradle Will Rock.
When did it come out?
It was a 1999 movie with a 65% on this site. Let me see what it is on IMDb.
I'm gonna guess Michael Lerner.
Damn it, that was my guess too. I'll do Gene Reno.
Cradle Rock was a 6.7 on IMDb. Incorrect. It was Hank Azaria.
That's a great
Ah,
yeah.
damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like shit.
Apparently, Cradle Will Rock is a true story of politics and art in the 1930s USA.
Never even heard of it.
Same.
Me neither. But
Put
it
it-
has,
put it on
it
the
has
list.
Hank Azaria. It's got John Cusack, Carrie Elwes, Bill Murray. Yeah,
I'll have to look that one
I
up.
mean it's got a cast.
Go Hank, write this down. Hank Azaria. I'll get a picture, and I'll put it up. Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but there were a couple other ones. Did you guys know that this movie won Razzie Awards?
it did,
No way.
including for acting.
Yeah. It had the worst supporting actress.
And I don't want to harp too much on someone, because even
Yeah.
Broderick was like, I don't get why people hate the movie, but I know I was miscast. To paraphrase, but he gave that quote. It was like 10 years ago at an interview. He was like, I shouldn't have been in that movie. I don't think it was a bad movie. He's like, that was not a movie I needed to lead.
Right. Yeah.
An honest man.
Was yeah, it's definitely the one thing that I really like about this movie, and I think it plays to the strengths of Roland Emmerich with his Independence Day and other like disaster type films, is the utilization of miniature work in order for destruction. I really like
So
when
good.
miniature work is used
Like,
in
ooh,
film.
monument? Blow it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, like just Independence Day, the destruction of the of like all the buildings from
Yeah.
that light beam that comes
So
down from
good.
every single one of those is gorgeous to watch, and they're all just miniatures being blown up.
Yeah, it's
Love
fantastic.
it. So that's we'll give Godzilla 1998 a positive thing that we can
And
say
hey,
about it.
Yeah.
They blow up Madison Square Garden.
They do.
I bet San Antonio is happy about that. I should see, are they winning right now?
And this was a time, one of the movies that you can see the actual two towers in before they're not there anymore.
Indeed.
Also, very dated dialogue at times.
In a couple of key
Things
moments.
that would not work right now.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, two things to come to mind before we move on. Number one, you guys remember the marketing for this movie. I actually watched a couple commercials in
Yes.
preparation. The Taco Bell Chihuahua. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Where they're trying to
I
trap
don't
Godzilla with tacos.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send you
Oh,
the,
instead of fish, they use tacos or whatever?
yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll put it in
Dude, nice.
Discord.
Yeah. It's
It was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Taco Bell commercial number
Yes.
2, Godzilla 98.
oh,
And the
God.
YouTube channel is Nico Titopoulos. That is excellent
Oh,
YouTube
that's
naming.
so funny. Holy shit.
That is fantastic. And then for me, what actually comes to mind most from this movie is not the movie. It's the sequel show, Godzilla the series, which you guys have never watched, I guess.
No, have
Yeah.
not.
Definitely more Monster of the Week show, like I said in the pre-show.
Mhm.
It's more, don't want to say it fits in any Godzilla mythos at all. But it was a unique idea for a show in the time where we had, it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, or Pokemon were like the big three.
Yeah.
And Godzilla was just this weird thing that Fox was doing. And they barely aired it half the time. In fact, the wiki says they didn't even air 2 of the episodes. Because they were always running Digimon. Just, Digimon? Run it.
Oh,
Run
just
it.
go.
Yeah. Like, we can't let Pokemon win. Digimon. We have the better
Dude,
show.
Digimon was good.
Oh, Digimon.
Dude, that
fucking
first
ruled.
Digimon movie is peak.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
So good.
Like if we ever did a series like on this channel, I want to do like a Digimon watch along or something like
Oh,
that. Like just to
sign me
rewatch
up.
Digimon as like and just enjoying the
So
nostalgia.
good.
Not do it critically, do a review or anything, but just let's watch Godzilla. Fuck it.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I did one of those like PowerPoint presentation parties. I did those with a friend a little while ago, and I had no idea what to do. So I did I'm not a furry, but and I had where Garurumon can get it.
Yes, yes.
That's
Is it Angemon too?
That's
Dude.
getting clipped.
Oh,
That's
God.
going in the YouTube shorts.
I mean, am I wrong? If
No, you're
anybody
not.
disagrees with me,
You're not.
I don't trust
were fighting.
you. You are lying to yourselves.
That's fantastic, and that is so very Chris. That is so perfectly Chris. Oh damn!
Oh, that was a great
what a
PowerPoint.
tangent that we just went on.
Or God dang it, Renomon, the fox one, the fox lady.
Oh, I never got
She's
that
a newer
far.
iteration.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I know which one
stopped
you're
at the
talking
second
about.
show.
Yeah,
The one
That
that has like, I think it's got like purple cuffs or whatever, and then like
yeah, blonde. I had to
Yeah.
look it up again. I was like,
Yeah.
remember the
I mean,
name?
you always have Angemon and
Oh,
like
God.
Angemon, but like
Yeah.
they're people. That's not furry. Like if I'm doing that, I'm not a furry. I'm not doing people.
All right,
Here's a
well,
perfect pose.
to get
Also
us back
got-
on track, let's do a score
Yeah.
for Godzilla 1988. If you guys had to give this score out of the letterbox, scale through 5, what would you give it?
God,
Jesus, Joey.
that's the most clothed one I could find.
I don't
Uh,
Why is that the most?
Nope. Just fucking nope.
My favorite part about that is you didn't even spoiler it in our Discord. You just said we're all enjoying this.
we're all gonna enjoy this.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
I should send you the picture of Lapras that I found recently.
Oh,
How about you
shit.
don't?
I'll send it just to Joey. Hold on.
Thank you.
I got you.
All right, scores, please.
Oh,
Hold on,
God.
I'm sending big titty Lapras to Joey.
I didn't need to hear the phrase.
Sorry, there you are, Joey. Hold on.
Oh, God bless you, Chris. No, scores.
I'm gonna write down that quote though where I can get it. That's going in the quote bot.
So
Yes.
Gotta
I've
remember how to
been-
spell where Garurumon.
Dude, look it up on Google Images and save search off. You got it. You got this.
you'll like it. You'll enjoy it.
There we go. All right, guys, give me your
By the way,
scores.
my score is definitely a 1.
Jesus, Lapras.
1 out of 5. Joe, what do you got?
So I've been
Dude,
watching.
Dude, Joey, wouldn't you like to ride that like a fairy?
Just yes.
It's the fairy Pokemon. Ferry. Get on top of
That
it.
has the same energy as Dean Winchester yelling, "Fight those fairies" in Supernatural.
Joey, it comes pre-wet.
Hey, I was gonna say it's pre-lube. We're good to go.
Guys, can we get the fuck back on track in the slightest sense? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I don't even know how the fuck I'm going to title this episode. Joe, I need a
Sorry.
score.
So I've been watching James Bond from 1962 to 1977. So that'd been the original
Well, where
Sean
does
Connery
James
and
Bond
stuff like
come
that.
from here?
No,
do
but
it.
this is the only media I've consumed has been James Bond recently, so my bias might be a little bit higher than normal. I'm going to give Godzilla a 2. It's better than some of the James Bonds I've seen.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
that's the only media I've consumed has been James Bond from that era. I'm like, oh God.
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm gonna
just
give it a
laughed so much my
1.5.
jaw hurts. Yeah, that's fair. That gives us a rounded 1.5 for
Indeed,
from
which
the
feels
team.
fitting.
That's fair. Yeah.
God damn it! I can't believe I had to write that quote down. Wait, it's 6-5. 6. All right. So we need to pick our next movie. What we're watching next, because that was Godzilla.
Woo!
It was a time to wrap it up. It was a time.
It was.
It was a 2-hour and 10-minute show, give or take.
We enjoyed
Was it
ourselves.
that long?
It's a long one. It's over 2.
Dang.
So before we do that, though, have you guys added anything to your collection? Because I just had a whole mess of movies show up.
Yeah.
I had some classics.
I have not added anything.
All right. Well, I got some straight up 90s classics. I got Major Payne,
Ooh.
Paul, and which Paul is this? Which Paul? Was it Verhoeven that made this? Paul Anderson, but not Paul Thomas Anderson. Made Soldier. At least I'm pretty sure it wasn't PTA.
I've never heard of that movie.
Kurt Russell. He plays a soldier. He's basically a mute, but it's really fun. It's a fun, stupid, weird 90s sci-fi action movie. And then I have a two-parter. It's a 2-pack. An American Tail
Jesus
and an American Tail
Christ,
Fifle
Joey.
Goes West. Joey, what the fuck did you put in Discord now?
No, it's not in our
It's
shared
you?
Discord.
Okay, I don't
It's
wanna see it.
definitely a completely
Don't worry.
unspoilered one.
And then,
And
Chris, you will love this movie, though, to get us back on track. In fact, I don't know if you own this. You should, though, if you don't. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, dope.
oh,
it's
I want to see
really
that
good.
so bad.
It's very good. Shredder is like
I need to
genuinely a menace, like an actual villain in that movie.
Okay.
nice.
Nice little DC one-off. What if? All right, we
Yeah,
also
that's
need.
one that I definitely look for every single time that I go to a resale shop.
It is
I feel
on-
like I might.
It is
have to
on
get that.
Groove's. Groove is great for like a Blu-ray clearance site. Like you might like I got all of those for either $6 or $7 a piece,
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
and you get them
That's
you
nice.
get them used at like half-price books for like $5 or $6. So like, sometimes if you can get them new with free shipping, worth it. Groove is
Yeah.
great for
Oh,
that.
for sure.
We gotta pick our next host. Wheelspin, which is on this screen.
Woo!
We only have 4 episodes left of the season.
That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Nutso.
13. Excuse me. Oh, by the Joey, wait. Ugh, fuck words. Joey, what format? Did you rip a DVD? I assume.
DVD. Yep.
I didn't put that on my note sheet.
Did this movie get a Blu-ray?
Yeah, it says that it has 4K too.
Oh, that's
I'll pass.
so sad.
Yeah,
I'll pass.
don't need that in my life.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No.
That is a movie
fine.
I don't want in my collection. Thank you very much.
Oh,
No.
yeah. Chris, would you want it in your collection?
No.
I would want it in my collection because old Joey
have it
really
in your
liked
collection.
young
If I could
Joey.
find the
I do have it in the
VHS in
collection.
good set to like put it as a display piece,
Yeah.
sure.
Like that
It's
would
a-
be interesting.
It's a
But-
dope VHS because I remember like the texture as like a kid.
Yeah,
I just remember
there's a
always, like, oh, this
holographic
feels so
one.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a holographic
Godzilla's,
with the eye that shows up.
There's one with like Godzilla's skin texture on it. That was always pretty cool as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Dope.
And every now and then at thrift stores, you can find old copies like that might be in decent shape. So,
Yeah.
worth a buck to throw in the shelf. All right, let's pick the thing. We got a random from me, a dealer's choice from Joe, and then 2 Discord choices. And I have my choice ready to rock and roll. So let's see who it's going to be for episode 9. It's slowing down. It's going to be a dealer's choice. I don't know which one it is, though, because it's cut off. And it's going to be dealer's choice Discord.
Discord.
So, gentlemen.
Okay.
While we're on this screen. Oh, I didn't put
Mhm.
everybody back. Reframe everybody.
Ah,
Oops.
rigged.
That's
This
crazy.
isn't the worst I've ever had. All right, we're going back to the main cam. What is everyone's choice we're going to give Discord? I'll start with mine. We're going with The Emperor's New Groove,
Ah, okay.
which I got for my birthday.
Nice. I've got mine. This is actually the only thing that I've actually gotten off of Groove so far. But I also have an animated movie,
Ooh.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind,
Ooh.
a Ghibli film, my favorite Ghibli film.
We're gonna go with Conan the Barbarian.
Which one?
Ooh,
From 1982.
Oh, the OG.
the
The OG one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Conan the Barbarian. Barbarian, 1982. And Emperor's New Groove. I don't think I've ever actually watched either of your two's
Oh shit.
films.
I don't think I've seen Conan, but
Conan is very Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay,
it's actually
sick.
a pretty solid watch.
I know the memes. That's about it. We're gonna get out of here. That was about 35 minutes on Godzilla, which I didn't
Nice.
think we'd hit. I thought that might be a 15-minuter. And then we got the weird Pokemon rant. Weird little tangent with Pokemon and Digimon. Not Pokemon. Yeah. Things get weird.
weird or just
Perfect.
in our own skin.
So if you like
We don't kink shame
random
here.
shit
We
like
just kink wonder why.
Chris dropping the where Guru Mom can get it take, hit the like and subscribe and review the podcast. Let us know if we've earned your 5-star today.
And if you think we should make a Patreon where me and Joey just send weird pictures and you guys can subscribe for us sending weird
Yeah.
pictures, let us know if you want that too.
Yeah.
Not a joke. I did actually sketch out like, hey, what would we do for like? It's $2, super cheap. I think that's is that their minimum now, or is it still $1?
Good
I was like-
I think it is too.
And then like you get access to the Discord, and there's nothing blanked out. There's no exclusives or anything. It's just for Discord access, and then we do everything like we're currently doing. But that's a down the road thing. But I did
Yeah.
sketch it out of like what things would be, like how we would do it.
Well,
Maybe.
now we have a $5 tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the NSFW channel.
Yeah.
Give us
Bro,
$5
what
to
Joey
scar
sent
you
me
for
is
life.
worse than my Lapras. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Christ.
Mine is
My Lapras is at least wearing clothes.
All right, we're gonna get
Regular-
out of here. By the time you see this, we'll probably have our poll up for what one,
I do.
and then
Yeah.
if I remember, I'll put it in the episode. If I didn't, it'll be in the comments or description what our next episode's gonna be. So see you in a few weeks.